Hey everybody, so I wanted to come here real quick to talk about life and what's been going on. You know, buying a home is probably one of the most prestigious things that we can do for ourselves as people, buying a home. And one of the things that you learn about buying a home is that homes need repairs. They're just going to need repairs, it's that simple. But the racket that's around getting into a home, that's my family. They're really, pardon me, I'm gonna go shut the door. They're a little loud. So there's so much more racket that goes on when you're getting a home behind the scenes that you really don't know about until you're really in it to win it. Some people don't. Some people are very educated, and if you're one of those, this video is not for you. Please keep it moving. If, however, sorry. If, however, you are a fairly new homeowner and you're just going through the process of learning what it means, no matter how you got your home. If you got your home via a program, via I think, what do they call them? A construction loan. If you got it via a regular standard mortgage, through a bank loan. All of it's going to be, coming through a bank. But the loans are different. Honey, it's a lesson. And then the insurance companies. One thing I will tell everybody right now, check your insurance policy. If you have an HO1 or even an HO2 policy, that is a racket, especially the HO1. Find an insurance adjuster in your area, a public adjuster who can help you to get that bad boy changed. Because 9 times out of 10, as a homeowner, you may or may not know that a lot of the things that you're spending money on to repair in your home, your insurance policy should be able to reimburse you for that. But a lot of people don't think about stuff like that. They just think I gotta have all the money, or this is just what's gonna go out my pocket and never come back again, that type of thing. With the right insurance policy, that's not the case. Here to tell you that. Something else I didn't know. But was paying a pretty good amount for a shitty insurance policy. It was horrible. Next, I am living in an area where they're doing a lot of fixing up of houses and selling them and all that kind of stuff. And it is a racket. Flippers, from the most part, from what I've seen, and my personal experience, are a racket. Okay? I recently saw one happen on my block, and the scratch and dent truck pulled up. I was livid because I'm in the process of replacing appliances in my home, which isn't covered by insurance. That's just gotta go. Because that's what they did when they were putting together my home. It looked nice, but the stuff falls apart. It's that simple. You really want to get something new for your home. And you're not going to know, because when you walk into a home, especially if it's a flipper special, and flippers get involved with a lot of these little programs with people getting all kinds of construction loans, first-time HomeBuyer homes, you don't know a lot when you're walking into that process. Okay? If it's one thing I would tell you, just don't get involved with a program where you're not aware of what they're going to be putting into your home. A lot of the time you're going to be grateful because you're going into your home. You may be coming from an apartment. You could be coming from your parents' home. You just may want to do that and make that leap. Listen, you are 10 steps ahead of the game if you have a mate that is in construction, because they can really check these people who are selling the homes, because most of the time they're just crooks. That's the bottom line. And I cannot really put that any other kind of way. The frustration that I'm going through on this is pretty high, but the lessons are priceless. Some of the things I'm just getting, like, there's so many things that you don't need out here that this whole industry is built upon if you're dealing with people who are going to build something sound for you from the beginning, or rebuild something sound for you from the beginning. But they have to make their money too, which I totally understand. But what's the give and take? Because the money that they had to make, I now had to put back into my home. I literally had to put back into my home. Things that I bought, though, since I've been here that are brand new, they're good. They're good. And I would have rathered spend the money, the brand new money, on some major key things around my home before I came in, and delayed coming in, than what happened here. And this is not just happening to me. I know it's not. I know it's not. I'm putting this video up because I am so frustrated right now. I'm grateful for the lessons, but the frustration and understanding, I just really don't know. And there's more that you don't know. And a lot of people say something very ignorant, which they need to stop saying. Because a lot of people are money ready. Frustration and fear is what they're not ready for when it comes to a home, because the projects look very daunting. That's what you're not ready for. You're not ready for what you don't know. When you come from an apartment mentality, you really are used to picking up the phone and calling somebody, and there's a benefit to that, but there's also there's so many more benefits to being a homeowner than there is to not being a homeowner. But it's the frustration, and like, if I know my stuff is getting ready to go, then I'm prepared. You know what I mean? Certain things just should not be going around here, but they are, because the people that I got my home through, and if you search on YouTube, you can find it. I'm not going to straight put them out there like that, but I might at one point, because if my frustration gets high enough, I may put them on straight blast. Okay. But what I want to say is, purchasing a home for first-time home buyers is more than getting approved for the loan. But it's not, you approved for the loan, but you're not ready for what a house means. That's not true. You're ready for what a house means. But you need to things need to be laid out for you. And you need, if I were to consult and help people with every home purchase, there's just certain things I would say, you got to do this, you got to do that. I would refer them to above board inspectors. None of these one-stop-all shops with people where we have an inspector. There's a lot of money greasing of pockets and stuff going on and stuff like that. But if you can get a good inspector from your area, if you can get good people to really work on your home, then you are in a very good stead. Certain things I would tell you to do: buy your own appliances going into a home. Do not accept what's in there. Your biggest investment is going to be like your HVAC system, if you have one. Okay. Next behind that, it's going to be like the regular appliances, but you're going to want to just spend that money. Have the washer and dryer, buy it. Just buy it. Get your refrigerator, get your stove, get your dishwasher, get your microwave. Buy these things yourself. Do not allow them to go purchase them for you, because most of the time they're paying next to nothing for it, because it's really crap, something that fell somewhere, or something that was broke. When you understand the whole real estate process and how they recycle things, you start to get, you don't want to do things like that. You understand what I mean? Like, you want your stuff to work and be working for you and your family. Something else when it comes to piping, especially for those who live in areas where it gets really cold. Find out about getting good insulation for your pipe so that you're not worried about pipes freezing in the winter time. Also, your roof. You need to take control of your roofing process. You need to get in touch with someone to make sure that if you have one of those sloping roofs, you got to get a specialist that can get out there and do that pretty good to make sure that your roof is going to be good for you as you're coming into your home, and you're not going to go through any crazy stuff. And ask them to do any type of work that needs to be done. And this is because at this point you're doing the loan. You need to do, there are things you need to just do as you're coming into your home. Okay? And these are things I could have done. It's not that nobody's made of money these days. Nobody's mommy Warbucks with the dough. That's not it. It's just that the money set aside for aesthetic things are not that important when it comes to the bigger issues of a house. And as a first-time home buyer, I'm just here to tell you, you either go into brand new construction where there is so much that you're signing that should be protecting you, that they got to come out and fix if they jack it up, or you protect yourself going in if you're going to be doing a fixer-upper. Okay, if you're buying a home that has been lived in and it doesn't really need a lot of fixing, but there are just some things you need to do. There are some things you need to do. I've been wanting to do this video for so long. At some point, I'm going to put up all the videos and pictures that I have of the shit I've been going through in my home because of ignorance. And ignorance on my part because I didn't know. And I would rather share my story with somebody and please somebody learn from this mess than keep it all to myself. I can tell y'all, I live in Pennsylvania and I live in Philadelphia. It is not easy being a homeowner, but it's so rewarding once your stuff is done. We think aesthetics when we're buying a home, and we think financial benefit, and there is one. I'll be back, guys. Peace.